Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Remember I was mentioning that little cartoon that I had to watch with kids, Lion King, the first part. I didn't watch the other woke second and third or whatever parts. So for you guys who watched that, you know, it was a good lion, a Simba, and a bad lion. I can't remember his name. Well, as I said in that, I kind of like the bad lion. Anyway, good lion was too good. It was too sweet. You know, unreal. And now we have the bad lion had hyenas next to him, and hyenas were always like very attacking and verbal and very agitated towards the other lion and lions and lionesses and so on. When they were around this big guy, the bad lion. When the bad lion was gone, they were like, oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to. I told you the story with me when I was younger, how gangs and friends used to punch those in the teeth when they catch them without protection. Well, this is United States, I won't say the lion, and then the hyenas are Poland, Baltic states, countries, bottom feeders. You know, like the carp who feeds on the bottom. Whatever falls from the whatever, they don't go and fight. They just okay, I'll take whatever the rest, the crumbs. So in this case, this bottom feeder hyena, Poland, again shows its hatred towards Russia, and it's I think it's desperate because they couldn't get Russia kneeled. And it seems like United States it gave order to the its little servant in the clown, the kosher clown in Ukraine, to go and talk with the Russians because it's kind of game over and just pick a spot and a time, but you gotta do it. It's not like if you want. No, you do it, but you pick the time and the place. So now Poland is kind of desperate because we thought that we're gonna fuck up the Russians, and we wanted and we couldn't again. So what they do, like the hyenas, from behind the big lion, which is United States. So this is what they do. Little scratches, little spits, little urinating on you. That's what they do. Here, this article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine, and it's from November 18th, 2022. Poland bars Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov from December OSCE meeting. Now remember, OSCE meeting, it's an organization of the European countries, blah, blah, blah. It's an organization. And it happens to be hosted by this hyena bottom-feeding country. Hateful country, right? And they decide as the host, which it seems like their prerogative. They can do that. They can do that. They say, we're not going to accept Lavrov because he's Russian and he's a bad dude. Remember, there's no war between Poland and Russia. Poland did not kill Russians, the Russians did not kill Poles lately. You know what I mean? So I don't see exactly what the virtue signaling but hatred could be the reason for this little decision. But anyway, let them, you know, like the cat when it spits, or hyena when it hee. That's what it is here. All right, Poland has barred Russia's diplomatic delegation headed by Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. You know, in a debate, the tyrant is the one who doesn't let the other ones talk. They don't give them the platform to say their say. It's like the police comes in a domestic dispute and arrests you, doesn't ask you shit, doesn't even listen to your story, listens only to the other side story. And when you go to court, the court says, no, you're not going to have court. You just go straight to jail. We're not going to listen to your side of the story. Why? Because, I don't know, we don't like you. No, who's the tyrant here? And this is a democratic country or European democratic country. You can say, punishes Russia. For what? For whatever is happening in Ukraine? Does that have anything to do with you? Oh, it broke up the UN norms or whatever. Really? Then you should not talk to the United States. You should not talk to Israel. You should not talk to France. You should not talk to Great Britain. You should not talk to yourself. Remember Yugoslavia? That's an example only. You should not talk with anybody in NATO. Whoever participated in bombing Yugoslavia in 1999. Serbia. So if you want to be with a big fucking dick, then show it. And say, America, oh, you, hey, Europeans, nobody shows up here. Only the weasels, like whoever could not bomb Yugoslavia and participate in other invasions by the Lion. So they barred Russia's diplomatic delegation, right? Let me see. All right, from attending a ministerial organization for security and cooperation in Europe, OSCE, meeting in Poland's Lodz, scheduled for December 1 to 2, French news outlet Europe 1 reported on November 18th. Warsaw currently chairs the OSCE. Poland's foreign ministry spokesman, Łukasz Jasina, told French news agency Agence France-Presse that Lavrov and his team have been denied entry to Poland. Okay, good. Don't let them talk. Therefore, you're going to be right. If you don't let the other side talk, you're going to definitely be right about anything you say. According to Radio Free Europe, sponsored by whom? When we were Romanians in communist Romania, oh, Radio Free Europe, my fucking idiots over there. Yeah, oh, and yeah, the Americans and the Europeans, yeah, they tell us news. And then after the so-called beautiful popular revolution 1989, I came to find out that we're sponsored by what kind of services? Can you fucking guess? The same with the Voice of America. And now I look in those motherfucking eyes of those people, yeah? Who were those? Were not necessarily to help us with information, were to destabilize our country. Yeah, Ceausescu must have had to go. But those, and you were deifying those. Oh my God, Europe, Radio Free Europe and Voice of America. I listened a few times, yeah, they gave you information. But when I found out, I said, wait a minute, I was a kid. And I realized, oh, okay, all right. Anyway, so according to Radio Free Europe, journalist Ricard Jorviak, Moscow responded with a quote-unquote furious letter to OSCE, end quote. I don't know if they even bother. Foreign ministers of 57 OSCE member states will meet in Lodz on December 1 to 2. Both Russia and Ukraine are members of the organization. Polish news outlet Wiadomość reported that the Russian delegation is also barred from the November 24 to 26 OSCE Parliamentary Assembly in Warsaw. So who's the tyrant here? Well, if those are criminals, you help criminals. Because I know that in those countries that are 57, you might find other countries beside the criminal Russia that committed some war crimes. Can you think of some? Just get the list of about 12 that were involved in bombarding Yugoslavia, because Yugoslavia attacked NATO, and since NATO is a defensive alliance, it had to respond. That's why they bombed. But hey, it was the United States as well over there, so what do you want? The big guy was over there. The rest would not have even fucked up anything over there. But the big guy said, you got to go. And everybody said, like hyenas. And they did it. And they get a little piece over there, and they showed, hey, I'm a veteran of Yugoslavia war. Yeah, let me tell you how it was. Hey, honey, did you kill anybody? No, I can't tell you, baby. I met this kind of fucking people in my life, including from other wars conducted by the big lion too. Yeah, I was in Iraq. I'm an Iraq veteran. What did you do, man? Well, I was driving a truck and I was dispensing food to the soldiers, yes. Okay, good. Courageous. Thank you very much for your service. You're a hero. So anyway, let's not divert too much. This is Poland, the lovely democratic country, who thinks that they have no sins whatsoever. They're clear as a crystal. Are they? No, they're not. But that's how hyenas are. At the shade of the lion. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.